The National Weather Service has been keeping an eye on Hurricane Lala's tracks.
Yeah, meteorologist Ian Morrison joins us now live with the current conditions. Aloha, Ian, thank you so much for stopping by with us. When we look at some of the conditions that we're seeing from our reporters, it goes with what you've been telling us to expect as far as these impacts. What are you seeing right now?
Yeah, good afternoon. We're seeing that eye is coming into the Big Island right now. It's just south of South Point, so that expected kind of movement towards South Point will continue, but the impacts with that, especially around the eye, that eye wall, is where the strongest part of the system is. The 75-mile-per-hour winds are, the strongest thunderstorms and rainfall rates are also kind of contained within that eye wall. So those communities around South Point on both the windward and the leeward side of the island are going to see those sustained hurricane winds as the eye either passes over or passes just to south of those communities. And of course, the rainfall across all of windward Big Island is there in a flash flood warning. They have been for the past few hours, just with the rain, and that copious amount of moisture is just moving in to both the northeast and the southeast sides of the Big Island. So in the winds over the terrain, we're seeing hurricane force wind gusts all across the Big Island, tropical storm force gusts from Maui County and Oahu right now. So all those impacts are coming in.
Ian, as we see this radar look right here that you're standing next to, it does give us a good idea for how massive this storm is in relation to the Big Island. Everybody knows, if you've been to the Big Island, how big that island actually is. When you look at the eye wall, do you have a rough estimate for how big that eye wall is?
The eye wall, I would estimate it's about 10 to 15 miles across. I haven't done any measurements on it, so that could be way off, but that's my professional opinion on that.
You know, earlier we saw Hurricane Lala change a little bit. It was going from 13 miles per hour to now 8 miles per hour, slowing down, which is something that we don't want to hear. But can you kind of tell us why that is and when we can expect it to pick up?
Yeah, we did see that slow down as it kind of turned from moving almost due west, northwest, and then it kind of made a turn towards the northwest as it approaches South Point. And that's mainly due to the Big Island terrain is kind of affecting this whole northern part of the storm. So you can even see it on the radar where the dark parts, kind of the missing rain is, and that's kind of the friction effects of the mountains. And it's kind of tearing apart the northern part, and that's being seen in the radar right in this general area here. So as it moves kind of north due to that friction effects of the Big Island, it is weakening as it's doing so because of all of that friction going on. So what we expect it to do is move towards the South Point and then kind of reform and get more organized on the lee side of the Big Island after it kind of makes it through the mountains and then kind of has to do a reorganization. So we see that in the forecast from the National Hurricane Center. They show that northerly track near South Point, and then it kind of turns more towards the west as we get into the kind of the bigger scale steering flow from the high pressure that's well north of the state.
So Ian, as far as the friction is concerned, is that due to the elevation or just the fact that it is land that it's getting up against it as opposed to the ocean conditions that are out there?
It's definitely due to the land and the elevation. I mean, we've got the volcanoes over there upwards of about 14,000 feet tall. So that's going to do some damage to any storm passing by. So with that, if it was more like a Florida situation, then this storm wouldn't be so ripped up as it passes by. But because of those mountains and because of all that friction, that's what really is kind of weakening the storm momentarily. And then it'll reorganize over the next few days as it moves past the islands to the south. I mean, that doesn't really have any effects on the impacts to the islands, though. We're still going to see those tropical storm force winds over the smaller islands. The heavy surf, of course, upwards of 20, even 30 feet now on the southeast side of the Big Island. And the rainfall, of course. So even though it is starting to feel the effects of the Big Island and it's affecting the track, the impacts remain the same.
And actually, I did want you to expand on that a little bit, because you said that after it kind of passes the south point of Big Island, it's going to reorganize, it's going to reform again. So possibly just getting a little stronger. So what are the impacts for Maui and Oahu?
So as the center kind of moves to the lee of the Big Island and then continues on its kind of west-northwest track that it was on over the past few days, it will be weaker on this side as it made it through kind of the Big Island. Those frictional effects have taken their toll. So we expect it to drop back down to a tropical storm at that time. And then as it moves on through those, the impacts will remain for the smaller islands. And as it passes by to the south of Maui County and then Oahu and then Kauai County, at each closest point of to the islands, that's when we'll see our strongest winds. So for example, on Oahu, we're going to see those strongest winds coming in late tonight into tomorrow morning as it passes by kind of right south of the island.
Ian, as it does inch closer to Hawaii Island, we talked about that eye wall. Any idea from the forecast of how far north those hurricane force winds could expect to be seen on Hawaii Island?
Well, it's a little bit difficult because of the terrain of the Big Island. So as this eye comes in, you're going to see a lot of those wind gusts are going to be definitely hurricane force, but for those sustained winds, it's going to be closer to the center. Maybe about 20 to 30 miles from the center is where you'll see those sustained hurricane force winds. So that's why we're talking about the southern part of the Big Island, both windward and leeward as that eye approaches. But across the whole island, we'll see those strong winds, especially all this morning up over Kahala Mountains and Waimea area. They've been seeing hurricane force gusts throughout the morning, and I expect it to continue through the afternoon.
Ian Morrison with the National Weather Service has kept us updated all throughout today as well as yesterday. Thank you so much, Ian, for all the knowledge and information that you've shared with us.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you.